Hey guys, Hector here, and I was able to get my hand on the English version of Metal Resistance. I don't have the whole English mystery box set yet. It's not going to come till the 15th, if you guys remember. So I'm going to do the unboxing then, but until then, I wanted to review the actual songs and give my own personal opinion. Because of course, a review is just somebody's personal opinion, basically. Everybody has different music tastes, and I'm not the kind of baby metal fan that's like, oh, everything they do is super awesome, and I love everything they do, etc., etc. Because, like up in the fan club that I go on Facebook, some people are like, oh yeah, the first album was pretty much perfect. And I was like, I didn't really like every single song on the first album. Like the black baby metal songs, I wasn't really a huge fan of. So I was going into this one, not 100% sure how it was going to be. So I listened to them all, and I'm going to break them down. So the first song is Road of Resistance. And we've all heard this song like a bajillion times already. They've played it at live concerts. They even put a version on the official Baby Metal YouTube channel. I'll put links in the description in case you guys haven't seen some of these songs from the official Baby Metal YouTube channels. And so this one's about 5 minutes and 20 seconds long. It's pretty good. It's a collaboration with Dragon Force, but interesting enough, they never say like Baby Metal featuring Dragon Force. Like with that anime song, it was Baby Metal and Kiba or whatever that person's name was. I don't remember. So they actually said like a featuring type thing there. But they never say that with Road of Resistance. I don't know why, but I like the song. It's pretty good. It has a really fast pace, and, there's not really much to say since everybody's heard it. Second song is Karate, another song we've heard because they released a music video on the official Baby Metal YouTube channel. It is 4 minutes and 25 seconds long, if you see me looking over here, because I have notes, because I can't remember all the runtime of all the songs, So, a lot of people really, really liked it. I was kind of in the group saying it's okay, because I really like the harder metal songs, and it's a decent metal song, but the vocals are a little bit more popish or whatever, and so it has grown on me a bit, but it's still not one of like my favorite baby metal songs. It's just an okay song. And the third song is Awadama Fever. It's 4 minutes and 15 seconds long. A lot of people have already heard it because they performed it live at the New Year's Fox Festival, and then they released that on Blu-ray, and a bunch of people uploaded the videos like on Dailymotion and stuff. Some people try to upload them on YouTube, but they get copyright strikes and stuff really, really quickly and get taken down. Dailymotion and a couple other video sites, they don't get taken down very quickly. So if you haven't heard that and you still want to hear it, you can go to Dailymotion or something like that. I think it's a little bit more of a pop song than metal. It does have some pretty good metal parts, but the thing I really don't like about it is how some of the drum parts sound like electronic drums. Like if they had a piano, with the drum sounds, it sounds like they were playing that on some of the parts. Or pretty much most of the parts, I think. I don't know. But some of the parts are like really good drums, and then, there's some decent metal. But I feel it's a little bit more pop than metal. Of course, there's still metal in there, and that's their whole fusion type thingy, but some of the songs have a little bit more metal, some of the songs have a little bit more pop, some of them are a pretty good mix. So the fourth song is Yava. It's about 3 minutes and 51 seconds long. A lot of people have already heard the song because they played it at some live concerts, and then just people use their phones, I guess, and then recorded it and then uploaded it, but the audio was usually really, really crappy. So the studio version sounds mostly the same as the live version, but you can of course hear things better, and then you can hear more of the music better. The lyrics are still kind of, pop-ish, or the vocals I should say. The music is sort of metal, but it's not like super hardcore metal or anything like that. It's just, average metal, I guess I can say. And so it's an okay song, but it's nothing spectacular. The fifth song is Amore. It's 4 minutes and 42 seconds long, and it's just Su metal on this. And the music kind of sounds like Road of Resistance, like how Dragon Force does a really fast metal, the speed metal. But Su metal's singing is still really nice and slow paced. Well, it's not super slow, it's, a decent pace, and it's like really, really smooth. And this just took me by surprise and is easily my favorite song on the entire album. And I really, really hope that they sing it at the live concerts going forward, because I really, really want to hear this live. The sixth song is Taro. It's 4 minutes and 9 seconds long. And so when I first heard it, I was like, what the hell is this? Because you just hear the girl singing like Taro. And then there's like this electronica music, and then you hear like this drum beat, and it's kind of like an echoey drum. It's like boom, doom or something like that. But then a few minutes in, or not few minutes, like just like 1 minute or a few seconds, I don't even remember how long, but a little bit into the song, it just shifts into like this heavy and dark metal music, and it's like really freaking awesome. It's like almost like a marching theme song or something like that. Like I can see the girls starting the concert with this and then coming in to it, maybe, and coming onto the stage to it. The vocals still weren't really that great throughout the song, but the music was like really strong and really awesome, in my personal opinion. It's like like I already said, it felt like a heavy, like a dark type of metal. The 7th song is From Dusk Till Dawn. Remember, this is only on the English version of the album. The Japanese versions have Syncopation. English version has From Dusk Till Dawn. It is 3 minutes and 51 seconds long. And this one, the music stands out over the vocals, because there are vocals and, you know, lyrics and stuff, but you can like barely hear them, and then some of them hold really long notes. And the music is just like almost a symphonic metal, like something you might hear from a goth band or like a vampire type band. And so I personally really liked it. I'm not sure everybody will like it, but it was just, I think the best way to explain it is like a symphonic death metal type song. The 8th song is GJ, and it's 2 minutes and 59 seconds long, and this is one of the Black Babymetal songs. Remember, Black Babymetal, it's just Yui metal and Moa metal, no Su metal. And so, as I said in the first album, I didn't really like the Black Babymetal songs too much. This one, GJ, the vocals were still kind of popish in my opinion, but the metal music was really good. It almost sounded like a Disturbed song. I don't know if some of you guys are Disturbed fans, but you know, bands usually have a certain distinct sound, although baby metal is just all over the place. Disturbed kind of has a similar sound. This sounds almost like a Disturbed song, and so the metal is really solid, really good. The vocals are pretty popish, so it's a pretty nice combination, you know, up there, kawaii metal as they usually call it. Kawaii, because kawaii is scary. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. The 9th song is Sis Anger. It's 3 minutes and 49 seconds long. It's another Black Babymetal song. This one, it's a nice heavy metal song. It speeds up, slows down, speeds up, slows down. The vocals don't sound as popish as GJ, so it sounds like a really solid metal song. And some of the slower parts kind of sound like Taro a little bit, at least in my personal opinion. So this is a nicer metal song from Black Babymetal. And the 10th song is No Rain, No Rainbow, 4 minutes 54 seconds long. Some of you guys who are longtime viewers might remember I kept saying No Rain, No Rainbow is my absolute favorite Babymetal song, and I was so glad that they included it on the album. I listened to it, and honestly I was really disappointed, because I just heard the live versions so many times, and then I hear the studio version and it just feels nerfed, is the only way I can explain it. So Su Metal's vocals are right up front. The music is so far in the back, even though the live versions, it was kind of together. And like, you can't really hear any cymbals. I think they totally took out the cymbals in the intro part where it's piano and cymbals, and then they kind of put it right at the end of the intro part. The drums seem a lot lower. The guitars aren't as bad, but they still are pretty low compared to the vocals. So I can understand some people are like, well, you gotta have the vocals straight up front. But there are some songs that have the vocals up front and the music up front in this one album. And so this one, the music just seemed too nerfed, and the vocals were, it was just studio version is, you know, the best way I can put it. Because in the live version, Su Metal is right next to all these, you know, the Kami band, and so they're belting it out, and then so she's just singing her heart out to go over the music sound. But since this is the studio version, she's not really singing her heart out. It's just, you know, regular singing. I'm not saying her singing is bad, she's just not putting her full heart into it. And then the music is just nerfed even lower than her half-hearted version of the singing of No Rain, No Rainbow, basically. And then also, another complaint I had, in some parts, while she's singing, they gave her like a backup vocal kind of sound. Like, it's still her singing, but it's like a slightly different tone. So you know that double voice version? The only way I can explain it is backup vocals. and it's only on certain parts of the song. But I just hate it altogether. It just sounds too overly produced. So No Rain, No Rainbow, it is my favorite song, but on this album, it is not my favorite song. This version is not my favorite. I'll just stick to the live versions, basically, from Budokan and then Legend 1997, I believe it was. Those versions are just my top baby metal songs, really. And then this studio version is just, as I said, the best way I can put it, it's a nerfed version. The 11th song is called Tales of the Destinies. It is 5 minutes and 37 seconds long. It is easily the craziest baby metal song up to date. So it just goes everywhere. It speeds up, it slows down. There's all these different types of music. It almost sounds like a crazy Vocaloid song for those of you who are like familiar with Vocaloid songs. And it can easily go on a video game where to like make you all freak out or something when you're playing the game, because this is just, it's just crazy. It's insane. It's a weird song. And if you don't listen to the song and they do play it at a live concert and you try like to like dance to it or to mosh to it or anything, you would just get mixed up so hard because you can't keep up with it the first time you hear it. And some parts even have the intro to the one but sped up. So it's just like this weird combination song. And well, that's just the best way I can explain it. It's just crazy. And the last song, the 12th song, is called The One. Everybody already knows it because they already put it on the official Baby Metal YouTube channel. Though The One on the YouTube channel from the Yokohama Arena concert, that has a mix of Japanese and English lyrics. The English album only has English lyrics. I expect the Japanese album to only have Japanese lyrics. This song, the studio version, is 6 minutes and 30 seconds long. That live version was like 9.5 minutes, 10 minutes long. So it's still pretty long, though it's not as long as the live version. It pretty much sounds exactly like the live version, except, as I said, it's only English lyrics. But there is one small difference. On the studio version, the Metal Resistance version, the end of the song just fades out, and then it just ends with a fade. And the live version, the Kami band actually ends the song. Like, they're like, okay, the song is ending, let's end it. And of course, you have to do that in a live version. You can't really just fade out. But in my opinion, the actual ending from the live version is a lot better than the studio version where they just fade out. But that's just my personal opinion. So that's pretty much it for the English version of Metal Resistance. This album seems more metal all the way through. Like the first Baby Metal album, it had a more of a popish feel. There's some EDM, some rap, and some reggae for like the Black Baby Metal song. So that album was just like all over the place. This one seems mostly metal, but different types of metal. Like I said, there's like a kind of a symphonic metal, there's a speed metal, death metal. There's just a bunch of different types of metal, but just mostly metal. Of course, Tales of the Destinies, that song is just all over the place. So, after I heard it, I wasn't like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever, like when I heard the first Baby Metal album, because I didn't really hear very many Baby Metal songs when I heard the first album. When I got this album, I had already heard a number of songs like No Rain, No Rainbow, Road to Resistance. I heard Yava, the bootleg versions. Same with The One, Karate. So I already had heard so many songs. But there's still some surprises like that Amore song. That one is definitely my absolute favorite song from Metal Resistance. So maybe my expectations were just a little bit lowered or something. It's still a great album. And if you're a Baby Metal fan, I would definitely say pick this up. But again, you will have to get 3 versions of the albums to hear all the different songs. I explain the different song versions in a different video. I will leave links in the description and at the end of this video in case you guys want to check that out. So, I guess that's all I got to say about this. Thumbs up the video if you liked it or appreciated me doing it. And subscribe if you want to see me unbox all 3 limited edition versions of the Baby Metal Metal Resistance. Remember, I got the mystery box from the US store. I got the one membership version, which is Japanese version. You have to be a member and stuff like that of the whole Baby Metal fan club type thingy. Well, they just call it the one. And then I got the limited edition CD DVD version. So I will give an entire video to each of those albums or sets or whatever you want to call them. I'll do total unboxings full reviews. Try to put some clips up. Hopefully I don't get copyright strikes. And so if you want to see those, definitely subscribe, because they're going to be coming in the future.